What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
I've gotten so much, like so many times when I subscribe to something, they'll do that. They'll go, "Why are you leaving?" Like I subscribe to the New York Times, and it's $17 a month to subscribe to the New York Times. And every time I'll try to leave, and they'll go, no, and they try to get me not to, and then they'll go, "What if we made it $4 a month?" And I went, "Okay," and then they do that for like 8 weeks, and then they try to bump it up, and I go, "No," and they go, $4, and I go, "Yeah," but you have to threaten to leave for them to give it. But I've only been paying $4 a month for New York Times, but I don't think people know. They just really don't want you to leave.
Yeah, they need the money so
if you
bad.
threaten to leave, you never have to pay $17.
Wow.
It's pretty great.
Damn, dude. Hell yeah, man. Fuck newspapers.
Fuck them.
Wait, are we going? Is this it?
I mean, you guys are ready.
Well, we're going to keep all that in. And I mean it. Hello. The reason I just said that and am acting this way is that for the first time since, during quarantine where we had someone doing post for us, we have a producer in the room. And I'm not going to say his fucking name yet.
Nope.
Because this is a trial, okay? So if the episode after this is not produced, this guy fucking sucks,
Well, it's
man.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah,
and,
that's the thing.
He's looking for work.
He's a great producer, is the thing.
I'm a little afraid of him.
Yeah, well, he's pointing a gun at us from off screen. Yeah. And he keeps saying, "My dad's a cop." He won't stop saying "my dad's," and I don't even think he is.
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
Well, but it's good to have collaborators and.
Yeah, totally. There are good people on both sides of the camera of this podcast. There's liberals over here and Nazis over there, and they're all good people. Let me tell you.
And I think I'm going to give him his first cigarette.
Yeah, I'm going to give him his first blowjob.
Oh.
You heard it right here. I'm going to be the first person in history to suck Kyle Rittenhouse's dick.
Oh, man, someone is.
And I'm going to do it on pay-per-view.
Do you want it to be a good guy or a bad guy?
Yeah, exactly. You want a conservative sucking Kyle Rittenhouse's dick? Wouldn't you prefer that the things in the world are done by leftists?
Right, right. Yeah.
I want Ro Khanna to suck his fucking dick.
You vote with your feet.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Exactly.
You suck dick with your mouth.
You vote with your feet. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's what I vote. I vote with my feet.
Yeah.
You vote with your wallet and your dick.
That's
I vote with my dick.
I do everything with my dick.
I care about democracy.
I drive my car with my dick. That's right. I got a little, those little things you put on the end of your finger that look like a hand?
Yeah.
I put 2 of those on the end of my dick, and then I drive. 2 and 10, motherfucker. That's what I say to my dick. Yeah, dude, I get in a lot of accidents. It is not safe to let your dick drive your car. Because here's the thing. Sometimes it gets hard when you're turning left. So now I'm jerking off.
When you're driving your car with your dick, and then the teacher's like, "Come on, do a problem on the board,"
Yeah.
And then your dick gets hard.
And then your dick gets
into
hard.
your car.
And you're like, "Hey, I'm driving my car." Why are you even in here? You're supposed to be at school with my son. You're my son's teacher, not my teacher. Get out of my car, you piece of shit. So anyway, we have a producer.
Yeah, we have a producer.
And,
we have a really, this is a business.
This is a professional
we're professional
operation. We need more help. We needed the lighting to be better while we talk about driving our car with our dick.
And he wrote all those riffs. Kyle
Rittenhouse this is all scripted.
Wrote all of our dick driving.
They call him Kyle Rittenhouse because he wrote.
Yeah.
it was all written in his house.
And he drove across state lines with his dick.
That's right. With a little hand puppet at the end of his penis in order to keep the car steady. Because his car still has a steering wheel, It's made for people with hands. Most people still don't drive with their dick, even though they should. It's more fun, except when you get a boner and then you crash into the guardrail. Yeah. I always crash because every time I get a boner, I have to jerk off.
Oh, man.
So Caleb and I...
We have not recorded.
We haven't been in the same room for a month. This is our first recording in 2020. What year is it? 2020.
2020. It's 2020, baby.
It's 2020. March 10th, 2020 is the day that it is right now. First recording together in 2022. Also, we haven't recorded together in a month. We banked a bunch of episodes, and I think that we've been hankering for it.
Because let me tell you, when me and the normal times, like before the holidays, we do this like once or twice a week.
Yeah,
so we got used to it. But for a month, I've just been talking to people, and I've been like, I took 85 down here.
That's totally
right.
what it is.
And
finally, we get to sit in these chairs that we like in this office that's ours and be like, poo, poo, pee, pee, huh?
Right. I couldn't do that for a long,
You ever piss in your mouth? You lay down flat on your bed is what you do, and you try to not have a hard on, and then you pee up, right? And then you catch it with your mouth, right? And then depending on how you're feeling, you drink it or you don't. But either way, you get to taste your piss. And they're like, I took the 85.
Right. They go, me and my family, we like to eat. And I go, my family likes to eat too.
Congratulations.
We like turkey. Ham?
Wow.
Y'all like ham?
Do you have ham in California?
And it's like,
or just cowardice?
Is California, how open is your do you have?
Oh my God. So how many conversations do you have to have nowadays about masks?
Oh, I know.
You're just like, it's COVID. It's almost like thank God for it because you have something else to talk about besides sports.
Yeah, and then it's just like, but you doing the boost? I got the vac. I'm not doing the boost. And I'm like, great.
The South is also really funny because the South has always been like this. The cultural, general zeitgeisty thing of the South is whatever's conservative.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not everybody, obviously. When you don't live there, you stereotype it as being everybody, and that's like an annoying thing that the coasts do. But
it is a lot, though.
But it is a lot, and it's like
lot.
obviously way more than here. And there's like a lot of people, the majority, the general way that people talk in public are like, I don't wear masks or fucking whatever version of that, right?
Yeah.
It's fuck Biden, that kind of thing.
Right.
But then liberals are also extreme just about being liberal. And I remember I talked to a comedian at Star Bar when I did it, when I was there in November. And I forget her name. I wish I didn't because she was really funny and she was hosting in place of Rodney. Look, if you live anywhere near Atlanta, Georgia.
Katie Hughes?
What's that?
Katie Hughes?
It wasn't Katie Hughes. I know Katie's very funny too. I think maybe it was. Well, anyway. If you're anywhere near Georgia at all, Monday nights, Star Bar, 8:30 p.m. It's been going forever.
Best in the world.
This guy Rodney runs it. It's so much fun. It's different now post-COVID too, but it's great in like a new way where it's weird. It's this dirty ass, fucked up, gross punk bar where you could smoke cigarettes in there for the longest time.
Yeah.
The guy who runs it, his name is Rodney. Literally talks like this.
R-O-T.
Knee.
Yeah.
And there's like stickers all over the walls. The floor is sticky. The show's 3 hours long. Everyone's screaming. It was somehow a really great comedy show where everyone pays attention. And who would have thought? But COVID happened and they became completely safe. They have all the COVID protocols. You have to be vaccinated. And so everyone distances and wears a mask in there and politely watches the show and is quiet. And it's equally still a fucking amazing show.
Yeah, it's always
crazy.
great.
So I was there and the host told me, we were talking about boosters, and she was like, my dad did. His first 2 shots he got were Pfizer. And then before they were even boosters, he just lied and went again and said, I never got it. And they gave him 2 Modernas.
What?
And I was like, what?
That is the daddest solution.
Totally.
That's like
the equivalent. What's funny about that is that like I wouldn't do that. Like
That's
people
Tim the
don't
Tool
trust
Man
the
shit.
vaccine. I don't trust. I'm still listening.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's weird that there are people that are like, I don't take it at all. There's poison in there. They're gonna turn me into an animal or whatever they think vaccines are.
There's little cell phones in my blood.
And I'm still like, well, I don't entirely know what it does. I'm just going to do what they tell me is safe. I still don't entirely
I don't know what anything does.
Exactly. So these people that my buddy James, one of my best friends, he was like, when I got my booster, my first two were Pfizer, and I got my booster as Moderna because I wanted to really do myself up. And I was like, you don't know what that fucking means. But that's how I think that they're both crazy is my point. To ever act like you know what it is, whether you're getting more shots or you're getting none, I feel like you're all insane.
Well, let me say this. A lot of people are saying get the vaccine. A lot of people are saying don't. I think the ones saying get it are right. But no one's saying get 2 Pfizer and 2 Moderna.
That's true.
No one alive. Someone should be saying things you're doing. If
What's
no one's
funny
ever
is-
said it.
Here's what's fucked up is that it turns out that that's actually right.
Is it right?
They are, maybe it's like not, I don't know. Maybe I just saw one study, so fuck me. And I certainly don't want to become someone who's spreading misinformation about the vaccine.
Well,
don't fucking, but I saw a thing that was about how like, it seems like you have more resistance to contracting the virus if you got doses of different vaccines.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And they are starting to give a fourth booster in European countries. And perhaps there is one for people who are at a high risk, right? I'm not really sure. But that's the thing that's happening some places.
Wow.
So it turns out that this dude, I don't know, maybe he's a doctor. And
Maybe he's a genius.
Yeah.
Wow.
Either way, I love, man, Southern liberals are my fucking favorite, dude.
Oh, yeah.
There's
They really are interesting.
There's no one more punk than a punk in the South.
Yeah.
Just like a fucking, like gay comedians and trans comedians in
Oh,
the
yeah.
early 2000s, I would meet them. And I'm afraid. I'm at like a fucking sports bar in Alabama. I'm like, they might hate me. And they're like, I'm going to kill him. They like drove to Alabama from Atlanta. They're like, fuck it, I'm here. I made the drive. I'm braver than these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it is great. There is
It's really
something
great.
about the. I always love Dave Waite's bit where he's like, I was a Democrat in Kentucky, which I guess is a Republican in California.
Yeah,
now."
exactly. Totally. Yeah. Totally. Hey, welcome to What's It Called, everybody.
Hey.
We are so fucking happy to be back and recording.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah, and check out the YouTube. Truly, it looks beautiful.
You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it.
We are in the office.
We're like, guys, we fucked.
Yeah. We're like that show, Guys We Fucked.
Yeah.
I'm Christina Hutchinson, and this is Corey Lewandowski.
Yeah. I'm Trump's campaign
I
manager.
forgot her name. Corinne Fisher. Right?
Yeah, Corey Lewandowski.
Hi, I'm Colin Powell, and this is Corey Lewandowski, and welcome to Guys We Fucked. That's so funny, dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, we should do recast podcasts with other people. Yeah, totally.
It is funny when someone fails at politics and then starts a podcast. That's the funniest to me. Where it'll be like
Barack Obama.
yeah.
What a failure.
Well, his is at least like, hey, it's me and Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, totally.
But like, it's always so lame when it's like David Axelrod is like, check out my podcast.
Totally.
I'm David. And it's like, what? I'm not listening to that shit.
Pete Buttigieg is going to start a fucking podcast.
Oh, Mayor. He still wants us to call him the mayor.
I know.
Isn't that funny?
Totally.
He's the transportation secretary. And he's like, yeah, just call me Mayor Pete.
Only thing
I'm
he's
just
the mayor.
Mayor Pete.
The only thing he's the mayor of is my ass. You know? Fuck him, dude.
The mayor of my ass.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That sounds like a really good think piece.
You're not even the mayor of Easttown.
I've not seen that show.
It's so good.
Is it?
Oh my god, it's so
Every show's good now.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Totally. Except
have
for
so
that
much
movie
FOMO.
about Pete Buttigieg.
Yeah, Mayor Pete.
Is it called Mayor Pete? The
Pretty
movie?
sure it's called Mayor Pete. What else are they going to call it?
Yeah.
Transportation
I don't know.
Secretary Pete?
The Departed. He didn't make it. He departed from my mind. I'll tell
That's
you
true.
that. Except he didn't depart from my ass, though. He's still the mayor of my ass.
See, I've never heard. I don't even know what to call this because it's like the opposite of homophobia.
Oh, I don't even.
You're like, he's the mayor of my ass. It's like your ass. Yeah.
Oh,
as far as I'm concerned.
That's so funny. I wasn't even thinking of it as like a sexual thing. I was just saying like, fuck him. He lives
Right.
in my ass with turds. Dude, I got 3 turds and a mayor in there.
Now I'm just imagining a little log cabin with a turd family.
It's a log cabin made of turds, turd cabin, and there's a turd family living in there. And the kid's like, why do we make the house out of our relatives? And the dad's like, shut up.
Even turd dads are all rude.
Yeah, shut up, you idiot son. You're
not
just a
the
piece
turd-
of shit.
You're not the turd I married,
Yeah.
Henry.
Why don't you be a big piece of shit like your brother? You're never going to play football being such a tiny piece of shit. God damn it.
Oh, boy.
I'm sick of you fucking stringy. God, I wanted to have another big piece of shit, but instead we just had diarrhea. It's just a little runt, son. It's just like a puddle of diarrhea, and it's Ben Shapiro. I'll show
man.
you. Man, that'd be funny if his name was Ben Diarrhea, you know? We really
Ben
have
diarrhea.
we really have been like storing in a lot of stupid shit
Oh,
over
I
the past
know.
month and a half.
I
God
had to
damn.
be so polite, you know? Like, you got to be polite around Christmas time. There's a real
Totally.
air of reverence and...
Yeah, totally. You got to be like, yeah, I love your dumb fucking sweater.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
there's
lot of...
sheep on it. That's
Anybody
great.
need anything? Anybody?
Who needs some? Yeah.
All right.
We have Miller Lite and only that, and that seems great to you. I have become a little cunty with beer. Like, I won't be that. You know, I don't have any judgment of anything anyone likes. And also, I still like, whatever. I'm not like, I don't have a palate where I'm like an asshole, but I've had so much beer. I have stuff I really like, and I really want that. Actually, no, I'm actually going to go back and say I don't drink a lot. So when I drink, I do want it to be a beer I like.
Yeah, of course.
But
It's
I
your
also
life.
know that I don't want to impose on people and I don't want to be weird. So I don't say anything because last thing I ever want to become is an asshole
Right.
about my own taste. But
it is going in your mouth.
Like, I'm like, you haven't tried the IPA.
Right.
It's not that you've tried it and you don't like it. It's that you know it exists and it's not the one thing you've had before and you're mad about it. Just try it. Why won't you try it? And then we'll all have a better Christmas. I'll have the beer I like,
Right.
and then you will have tried something new. One time, I took, there's this place, Bulan Thai, that is my favorite Thai restaurant in LA. It's all vegetarian and it's mostly vegan, but you would never fucking know. Their fake meat is incredible. It's like indiscernibly fake meat, you know?
Hell yeah.
I took a friend and her father there, and he was like, oh my God, this is so great. And then halfway through their meal, I told him it was vegetarian, and he wouldn't eat it anymore.
Oh my God.
I know.
What?
And it's like, but you already like it.
Wow. That is a level of like cognitive dissonance that is mind-boggling to me.
Now, he did stop eating it when I started sucking his dick.
Dude, you tell stories in reverse.
It's weird. It's weird how you say stuff. I mean, I like it.
But I mean, does he feel that way about an apple? Does he think there's meat in apples?
Right, exactly.
The fuck?
Well, the apple didn't lie to me. That's what I like about apples. They're always straight shooters, you know? I know where it came from, you know?
You ever heard that Shane Moss bit where he goes, my friend who made me some chili, and he was like, is that good? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, really? Well, it's vegan. And I was like, oh, you tricky son of a bitch. So I took him to my place. I made him some chili. I was like, do you like that chili? And he goes, yeah. And I go, well, I fucked your wife.
Oh my god, Shane Moss is so funny, dude. Oh my god, I miss him. He used to be around, like when I started my first few years. He would like tour through and come visit and do the shows we would be on, and I would do festivals with him sometimes. And I don't know him too well, but I like never see him now. He's just off doing his own fucking shit.
Yeah, he's got a big long beard, and he's like,
totally. He's like science drug man.
Yeah, it's weird.
He knows a lot about drugs, a lot about science.
I don't know shit about anything.
Nah,
I don't know nothing.
I have no idea where I am.
It took us like 2 months to learn if the moon is facing us. Remember that? We had like a big long like, is the moon? We see.
Can I tell you,
moon?
by the way, that. So let me tell you a little bit about that conversation we had. When we had that conversation, if you are listening or watching and don't recall, we had a disagreement on the show about how Caleb was saying that the moon, because of how the moon rotates and the Earth rotates, and the way our gravities work, they both rotate, but on wherever you are on Earth, you always see the same side of the moon. And I was like, when I was talking to you, I was like, wait, that sounds crazy. And I was like, but in my mind, I was trying to be respectful and not judge an opinion or thought of anyone, especially a friend of mine. So I was like talking to you about it matter-of-factly and listening. But in my mind, I was like, Caleb is the dumbest person I've ever met in my life. This is insane. They both rotate. Of course, we don't fucking see the only one side always. And I maintained that feeling throughout the recording and for weeks later. And then Aristotle Acevedo, who produced my old podcast, great friend, produced our Twitch show. I love him so much. He tweeted at us that is true, what Caleb said. And I saw it, and I didn't tell Caleb I saw it because I felt a lot of shame. I felt a lot of shame about being wrong about that because I legitimately thought you were dumb for thinking that, and fuck me. I'm an asshole.
In defense of you, it's dumb that is true.
It's dumb. Can I also tell you this? So, the third member of the show, the most famous person in the world in our hearts, Claire Lutfi, texted me when she listened to that episode, and she said, can you believe how dumb Caleb is that he thinks this? And I said, I have bad news for you.
Oh, no.
Caleb is right. And she was like, what?
Yeah.
And
people don't know.
Looked it up, and she was like, well, fuck me. And so we are both filled with shame and so sorry.
And I guarantee you this, I would say 99% of the people listening right now are like, oh,
shit. I know. It doesn't seem like it could possibly be
true. Because how I found out about it? It was my dad told me this one time.
And you were like,
and I was like,
idiot.
Oh, no.
Damn.
My dad, his brain is... I don't know if we can let him drive.
Well, now think back to when we were recording.
Yeah.
I wish in the future, I'm just going to be honest then, knowing, because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. Because if you were, here's the thing. A lot of people I love that are very smart, there's just like some ways that they're dumb. There's a bunch of ways that I'm dumb, and I'm pretty smart. And there's some things I'm stupid. And if you talk to my girlfriend, she would be like, oh, here they are.
Yeah.
Here are the ways. And I'm sure that when I do them, she's just like, oh, totally. Because you don't want to hurt the person's feelings. So that's what I was doing. In the future, I'm just going to be honest about it. Because, whatever, it'll be fine. But I think about that. During that moment, you were saying that to me. And I was like, listening and just not saying, oh, no, Caleb. Caleb, no. And I wish I had, because we would have found out that I was just wrong live on the show.
Well, we can recreate that. I mean, think about this, though. Think about how many things, like, I found that out like a year ago. My dad was saying it, and I was like, well, Dad, my dad thinks a lot of dad stuff.
Yeah, right.
And my dad just doesn't know about the moon.
Right.
And then I found out he was right, and it was the same exact thing, and then you found it out. But it's like, now I have to think that anytime anyone, no matter how crazy it is, like if I'm talking to a QAnon person, I'm still going to Google what they said, because it might be the moon. It might be that again. Well,
that was the other reason I talked about it with you like that, because the reality is that I think at a certain point in your life, right, you spend a certain amount, you spend all your teens thinking you're a fucking moron because everyone tells you are.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to college age and you're like, I got this.
Right.
And everything, I went to school, I learned all the stuff and I know what's going on. And and then at a certain point in your 20s, you just like fuck up and get things wrong. And like you hurt people's feelings and you get your own feelings hurt. And you just kind of realize that we're all doing our best and have no idea what's happening. And you get things wrong. You misperceive the world with such frequency that whatever happens, you kind of gotta give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be wrong like 90% of the fucking time. And so I do it too.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to, but I will also say that there is a certain degree of conservatism where I'm like you said with QAnon, like when I had to sit there and have a guy tell me about chemtrails once.
Oh boy.
And I'm not going to be like, you're a fucking moron to your face. But I was like, I am pretty sure that this dude is stupid.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah,
Full-blown.
chemtrails is well, it's like you know how everything gives you cancer somehow? It's like everything turns out to be bad. It's like don't microwave things and everything. Like everything like 20 years after it comes out, we go, ooh, cancer's in there.
Right.
So it's like I'm sure planes are bad for Earth, but I don't think they're dumping chemicals on us to make us dumb.
It's
We're
also
already
like,
dumb.
The really hilarious thing to me, we've talked about this on the show already, but the really hilarious thing to me about any of those conspiracy theories is that, like, you don't need conspiracy theories. We all just know and accept that those with power and money are controlling us in order to keep their power and money.
Yeah.
We, like, buy into it at this point. It's, like, out. Facebook did it. They took our info, they sold it. They fucking used that info to get Trump elected and make Brexit happen. and that's the very Cliff Notes version of that. But there's like a much more devious, bigger reality, which is that like corporations are real and they make so much money and they have so much money. And when you have that amount of money, you want to keep making more and more money. Half of it is because you're obligated to, because you have all these people that are in your company that want money, but also because money makes you want more money.
Yeah.
And
I want some.
You're more able to make a lot of money if you have a lot of money.
Yeah, they just give you more.
And then, of course, the people in power will be contacted by those with money, because if you have power, you can make more money. And if you have money, you can get more power. And so, of course, these people talk and we joke around about it like it's just realities of life, but it's just true. We all know it. We all know that people in governments and corporations are in cahoots to keep getting more of those things. And that's like the most baby way of saying that, but it's just true. They fucking donate to campaigns is the biggest example of it.
Well, in defense of corruption, it is hard to make friends after 30. And when you're rich, what are you going to do? You can't be friends with poor, you can't.
Yeah. Like when you're a Koch brother,
right.
Who are you going to hang out with?
He hangs out with his brother.
And you're like, hey, Biden, do you want $50 billion? Also, do you like bowling?
Right.
Yeah.
You got to bribe politicians because you can't bribe the people at McDonald's. You can't bribe Postmates drivers.
Yeah.
You have to bribe powerful people. There's nowhere else to put your bribes.
I think powerful people are great. I like them, and I think that everything they do is fine.
You ever met a president?
No.
Never have?
Have I? Maybe.
I met George W. Bush.
President of my ass. You know who's the president of my ass?
Who?
Pete Buttigieg. He was mayor a little bit ago, but he got reelected. He got a raise. But yeah, anyway, that was just like a little fucking dumb socialist rant I sort of went on. But but I do think when you're like going flat earth or chemtrails or whatever, and they're like putting poison in the blah, or they're hiding this from us, they're not.
No.
Literally, money is hurting everybody.
Right.
And we're letting it happen. And I don't know.
It's crazy.
It's just so funny to me to have a conspiracy in your brain when literally we are just being fucked, right?
The funniest to me is, and I didn't know, there's another one I felt dumb. Tom Simmons, I was watching him one time, I was opening for him, and he was like, the Federal Reserve is a for-profit company. they're not. They put that in their name, so we thought the people that make our money,
Right.
it's a business,
Right.
and no one know. I remember he said it on stage, and I was like, Tom is out of his fucking mind.
Huh.
I googled it, and I was like, oh.
Wow.
Our money, there's a for-profit business that prints our money. Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not even a conspiracy. That's what they do.
Right.
And you're like,
wow.
No, there's no competition. You and I can't start printing money and be like,
Right.
we're going to put the Federal Reserve out of business. But they're a business. Isn't that crazy?
All right, you got a cheeseburger meal. That's 2 Calebs and a Dave.
Right. We don't get to make money.
Yeah, right.
And I guess that's why they want Bitcoin gone. I don't know.
I also realized that the way it's weird. You know what's funny about what I just said? I felt like a child while I was saying it because the thing is that it's like hard to describe, and it's like not. It also is just how the world is, right? It just is. Like we're all trying to make money, and that's how the world works. And so it feels like a little bit babyish to be like, and the people with the money, you're talking to the people with the power in order to keep the money in the power. But that's what's fucked up is that it's actually just true.
Yeah.
And it's just how it is.
Of course.
And I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to talk about.
If do you think George Bush is just hanging out with a plumber and a construction guy?
Right.
They're just having beers on a porch?
Right.
No, he's hanging out with other, you can't have regular friends.
Right.
When you're rich and powerful.
Right.
None of them do. It's
Right.
happened 0 times.
Yeah.
You gotta hang out with the CEO of Raytheon. And that's how it has to be.
I wish that I could just get people to agree to be like, who are you? You're out here being like, there's a hollow earth. What drove you to thinking that? What drives you to thinking that is being like, people are out to get me. And like,
see, but I don't know. Hollow earth. Who's out to get you from inside the earth? No one's doing that.
Well,
there's not enough people trying to fuck you over on the top part of earth. You think there's an inside earth?
I got a stack of legal pads with some information. I need to show you.
Did you tell me that Hitler thought we were in the inside of earth?
I mean, he was.
Oh, boy.
That guy did some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Boy, he had some ideas that I do not agree with.
Yeah, totally.
I think he was way off.
For example, I don't like art. I don't like art, and I don't like Germany.
Man. Well, you know how this is something we've seen a lot, and now the version of it is weirder because a lot of failed comedians, you will find out they go into like right-wing podcasting.
Right.
So he was a failed painter. If podcasts were around,
oh, dude,
in the
of
30s,
course.
Don't you think he would have just been like, Steven Crowder?
Dude, and conversely, how many of the terrible people we know would be trying to overthrow governments right now if there was no such thing as a Shure microphone?
If Owen Benjamin had lived in the 30s, he would have tried to invade Poland.
Yeah, exactly.
But thank God we have podcasts.
Which I don't know where he's at now. He might be trying to invade Poland.
It would be funny.
Yeah.
If he tried.
Just standing on the Polish border wearing a bear costume being like, come on, you single white man. Let's fucking.
If you do the $20 tier, you can invade Poland with me on Patreon.
Oh my God, dude. That one's so weird because I remember that guy just used to be at the Improv, man.
Yeah.
He used to be at the Improv, playing piano, doing song jokes.
It's wild to me.
And then he just like moved to upstate New York and talks about AR-15s and
at least Tim Allen has been the same amount of Tim Allen conservative. You know what I mean? Like Owen Benjamin went from silly piano man to like, let's burn it down.
Totally.
Like, what?
I hate you.
You know, that's such a crazy switch to me.
Yeah.
You know, it makes me worried. Like you worry about getting COVID. I'm like, what if I get crazy? What if I just turn into a libertarian one day? I wake
the thing
up
about
and I just
Omicron.
have it.
The symptoms are mild with Omicron, but you do go racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
totally.
if you could catch it?
Yeah. Catch racism. It's the racist COVID. Wow. But racist against the Polish.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to hate. I don't even know how to tell.
If they're Polish?
I don't know. I don't even know what a Polish accent is. What do they sound like?
You can tell if someone's Polish.
By looking at
Here's
them?
Here's a fact not a lot of people know. The tallest Polish person in history was 4 inches tall. That's true. They're very, very miniature. What's the word? Diminutive? There you go.
See, that's a kind of racism I don't mind. If you think Polish people
We're
are
4 inches
less than
tall.
a foot,
Yeah.
who's that hurting, really?
Right.
I remember hearing you ever hang out with old guys, like when I was a little kid, I'd be at church, all the old guys would be sitting around telling Polish jokes, and they'd tell them to me like I'd be 8, and I'd never met
Like, you
anybody
give a
Polish.
fuck. Yeah, who cares?
Like I'm gonna laugh at this Polish joke.
I remember being a kid and there were a lot of Polish jokes specifically. And everyone's like,
Never met a
Polish people
Polish
are fucking
person.
so dumb. And it's like, okay. that's
Everyone in
fine.
Poland.
They're all stupid. Totally. We just watch, fuck us. You know, we visit Poland and it's just a bunch of people being like, like drooling. Fucking,
I'm like, we're America.
They're all just like shooting beef into each other's mouths. Oh, man.
I don't even know of a Polish celebrity. Like I
I
don't
know
know
a lot
anything about them. I know
Well, that's because you can't
Polish
see
food.
them. You can't see them. They're not tall enough.
Right.
They're all 4
little-
inches tall. Well, most of them are 2.5 inches tall. There was a really tall one once who was 4 inches tall. I know a lot about about races, actually.
Yeah. Who's the tallest race?
The tallest.
Who's the tallest race of people?
Oh, wow. Well, that's obvious.
Seems like Canadians, right?
Canadians are tall.
Adam
Also,
Christie's like 8 feet tall.
everyone in Canada is over 7 feet tall. Yeah. Also, and this is true, everyone in Turkey is a shapeshifter. That's and everybody knows that. That's why Turkish people are so small, because they want to look Polish.
If you could do like Ant-Man, like if you could be 4 inches tall, but then go back, how much of your life would you spend at 4 inches tall?
I don't think I would ever go.
You don't think you'd ever?
I think that I would do it for no reason. Like, I would leave the room here. I would be like, I'm going to the bathroom, and then I would like shrink, and I would go under the door, and then I would.
I think I would do it with food a lot.
Oh,
I would shrink down and get full.
Get really full. Totally.
I would eat like
You'd
a
never
speck
go
of
hungry.
hamburger, and
Do
then
you
I'd go
think-
back up.
That when Ant-Man shrinks, do you think he's got a shit before he does that? Do you think his shit shrink? Because I feel like I got
Well, I think your clothes and everything inside of you grows and shrinks.
I
at
would
the
hope
same-
so.
Yeah.
because man, imagine if you shrink but your shit stays the same size.
Right.
Well, you'd die. You'd explode.
Yeah. Ooh. Or so you shrink down, you eat a grape, and then you shrink up, and then you shit like a single cell
tiny-
of grape.
Exactly.
Like the
Or
fuck?
does it? Right? Does the shit grow with you when you
I
grow?
think the shit grows with you when you grow, and it shrinks with you when you shrink.
Man, that's
It better.
Some
The
things
whole
are,
time you shrink, you just shit. If your shit doesn't shrink,
Yeah,
you
you just die. Ant-Man would just die.
you would die. Yeah.
From exploding by being full of his own huge shit. Yeah. Man, some stuff is interesting to think about.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, totally.
I would do it a lot. I think I'd shrink down all the time. I think it'd be fun.
Totally.
Imagine how comfortable your bed would be if you're 4 inches tall.
That's true.
It'd be great.
Yeah, man. That's why
Yeah.
Polish people are so happy. Because they're all stuck in the quantum realm.
I really hope we have at least one Polish listener
Who's like,
who's
"Oh,
just
what the
like,
fuck?
This is
He's-
insane."
Yeah.
I thought I'd heard all the Polish jokes.
Yeah.
We're all 2 inches.
Just shaking his fist at us from atop his blade of grass. Just yeah, he's gonna. What are you gonna ride your aunt to our office?
And A Bug's Life was banned from Poland because it was so scary.
It was too real.
It was very scary.
Yeah.
They couldn't stand it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Poland is just the size of a thumbnail. Yeah, that's right.
Man, here's how dumb I am. Remember when A Bug's Life came out? During the credits, they had bloopers.
Oh my God, come on, dude.
And I was so dumb. I was like, why don't I love the bloopers?
I don't feel
And my
bad
parents
about
were
the
like,
moon thing anymore.
well, Caleb, there's no animated blooper. Like they had
Right.
to animate it.
Yeah.
No one actually trips and falls in a cartoon. Like they didn't hire a cartoon grasshopper to play the role. There's no such thing as animated bloopers. And I was like, what?
Yeah, wow, that's crazy, stupid. Yes,
That's how dumb I was. And then so you had every right to think the moon is.
I don't feel bad about it at all anymore. But we went through a whole journey with this, and I feel totally fine about myself. And I hope Claire does too.
Thank you, Claire. I'm sorry.
Man.
I feel like I let everybody down.
No, what? By being right? Yeah.
But here's what I can't get over. And that's why I brought it up on that episode. That's weird.
It's crazy.
That's creepy and strange to me that the moon is doing that.
Yes.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like it either.
And I don't like it's the exact same size. It's exactly, the sun is exactly far enough away in the bigger size that they look exactly the same size.
Yeah.
That's weird to me. I don't like that. I don't like that we have eclipses.
Yeah,
that's creepy.
Totally.
There's no point in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, even if for the intelligent design, if you're like, well, God made it that way, and I'm like, so for no reason, he thought it would be funny,
right,
to black out a city all the time.
Yeah,
like every time there's an eclipse, everyone in that city, back, especially in the old days, everyone just thought the world was over, and they all shit their pants and killed each other.
Also, how just the sheer concept of nighttime is really fucking crazy.
Yeah.
How our entire existence is based on light from this light source. It's light, it's heat.
Right.
It literally, when it boils down to it, all energy comes from that. If it weren't there, none of us would be alive. And in order for everything to operate, things have to rotate. We have to always be moving. That's like the deal with life that I think is so funny. Everything always has to rotate and revolve. And if it ever stops, everything's over.
Right.
And in order for that to be the case, there has to be a large part of all of existence where everything is dark. And when the light can't reach you, several things happen. First of all, you can't see what's happening. And secondly, everyone gets violent.
Yeah.
We're scared. When I walk around at night, I'm scared of the dark still to this day. Especially, and I would say, like, in a big city, it's really bad. There's more people. But oh my God, you ever been in a field at night?
Oh, man.
What a fucking nightmare.
Oh, dude. And
the sun is bad, is what I'm saying.
The sun is bad.
There is no God. Polish people are short, and I wish I were dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if we've had more topics in the first. That was just the cold open.
I know.
We haven't even named Olive Garden.
And I feel like we've been recording for 7-8 hours at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about to be dark.
I know.
Look out.
Well, let's quit. We said it once already, but welcome to What's It Called?
We love you.
We love you so much. This is the fucking favorite part of both of our lives. We talk about it all the time.
And Kyle Rittenhouse was telling us earlier, he's been a fan since back in Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah,
to me.
since before he shot those fucking people.
I know.
Yeah. He was like, man, pre-murder, you guys were
He's like, you
funny.
guys got me. When I was in prison, I don't know what I would have done without What's It Called?
Oh my God.
And we're like,
This is a little morbid. Once I said that those are real people that died. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
I know I also joke around about fucked up dark shit, but that one feels like fresh and raw and recent. And also like it's different. Like making 9/11 jokes, it feels a little different because it's grander and 9/11 itself is famous. Kyle Rittenhouse is like a real child who like committed murder, and then the world was like, that's fine. It's so crazy.
Yeah, we're probably going to run into him at some point.
Totally. Well, he's
He'll
like
be at the Laugh Factory.
guesting at events and shit.
It's so weird.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. Him and OJ are going to have a fucking
podcast together. Totally. Yeah, called Renegades Born in the USA. It's a name that applies to a lot of fucking
funny
people.
that Obama calls himself a renegade. You were the president of the United States,
dude.
You were the commander in chief. You're not a renegade.
Before that, you were a senator.
Right. I'm a renegade.
No one is a renegade who sends missiles to another country. You're not a renegade. You're the fucking.
Yeah, you went to the G7.
Yeah, totally. Like.
Yeah, I'm kind of an underground.
Yeah, dude.
I'm kind of the voice of the underground. What?
Yeah, right. I'm like the punk part of NATO. Yeah, man. Yeah, let's see if anyone at the UN speaks pig Latin.
Renegade.
Hey, we haven't been in the same room recording for a month, so we have a little bit of stuff.
Oh yeah,
to,
we got stuff to say.
To catch up on, to I guess advertise is the word. We are back. And so excited to fucking do a lot of shit. Like, honestly, that's the best way of saying it. We want to do a lot of shit.
We're going to do a lot of shit.
In the new year. We have done one Twitch stream only, and it was so fun.
It was great.
And what we want to do is get back weekly. Get to doing it weekly. We're going to start by doing another movie. We'll see how that goes, but I'm confident that after that, we're just going to jump on Twitch once a week. And honestly, I just want to jump on there and talk or play games or whatever and watch a movie sometimes. But we're going to start watching a movie. Last time we called it the Hate Watch. And here's the problem with that. I don't want to hate.
Me neither.
And the problem with watching stuff you hate is that you hate it.
Yeah.
And so we're doing a dumb watch, y'all. It's from now on, we're going to be doing a dumb watch. Maybe we'll kind of hate the movies. Maybe we'll love them, but it's going to be movies that are fun to watch.
Right, and it's something that me and you would have a beer and watch. Anyway.
And because we had this weird revelation, I think during watching that Bill Maher movie, where we would make fun of a movie even if we love it. So why wouldn't we watch a movie we love?
Right.
So you should join us. It's twitch.tv/what's it called?
Twitch it up.
January 25th, 7 p.m. Pacific time, so 10 p.m. Eastern, and, do the math otherwise. You have to have an Amazon Prime account to do a watch-along with us.
Sorry about that. But that's how it is.
That's the easiest way to do it so everyone can watch. And watching.
They'll bring stuff to your house. If you get an Amazon account, they'll deliver stuff.
Yeah, Caleb has a whole thing about that.
It's different than Netflix doesn't bring you anything.
Yeah, totally. Amazon,
Hulu doesn't bring you shit.
Yeah, I knew Hulu never brought me a shelf.
No,
totally. I got a lot of shelves from Amazon, and that's why I like Jeff Bezos a lot. I like him.
Yeah, he makes a good shelf.
Yeah, he makes a good shelf and a book. He writes all the books that are on there. He directed all those movies. January 25th, twitch.tv/what's it called, 7 p.m. Pacific time. We're watching fucking Judge Dredd, y'all. The 1994 Sylvester Stallone one.
That's right.
That's kind of bad, but really great also.
Yes, and I haven't seen it in a while. I'm
excited
about
it's so much fun. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
It's very stupid. I remember when I found out he was a bad actor, because it doesn't occur to you until I was in college. I remember watching and being like, oh, he's bad.
Well, you know why? Because he's great in Rocky, and he's a genius. And it took my whole life to realize he was a genius because he talks like that, and he's a bad actor in a lot of things. But actually, here's what I would say. I don't think he's a bad actor. I think because of his dumb voice and his dumb way of looking, he got cast as a dumbass in a lot of things. And he's not really that. He wrote Rocky.
Yeah.
Rocky is a great fucking movie.
So
the guy is clearly talented, but he sounds like a fucking moron. And everyone's like, make him the dumb guy in the dumb movie. But he's like this weird genius in dumb guy's clothing.
It's crazy to me that he was literally in a porn called Italian Stallion, and then he wrote Rocky.
Wow.
Think of a porn star now writing and performing and winning Oscars. That's crazy.
Yeah, totally.
I still can't even believe
Tanya Tits made a... I don't know. That's not someone's name. Well, just who I did some reading about for, I did a historical roast. It was the historical roast is a show on Netflix now, but they did a live show a bunch at Nerd Melt, and I would do it a lot. And you would play a character and roast a famous person. And they did the roast of Marilyn Monroe, and I played Joe DiMaggio, who she was married to. And for the roast, I did a bunch of reading about them. And Marilyn Monroe was a genius.
Yeah.
She was a genius who was just aware of how Hollywood looked at women. And so she completely sexualized herself and got herself into movies where she played the dumb blonde. But then off camera, she was just these fucking pieces of shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, totally. And she also had bad depression and was addicted to drugs and had a lot of mental health problems and all sorts of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also
which a lot of smart people, that's...
Exactly.
Yeah.
exactly.
A lot of smart people.
And I didn't know. I'm sure that I'm getting the story a little bit wrong because I just read a Wikipedia for a little while and I wasn't alive back then, so I certainly didn't know her. But to whatever degree I am wrong or right, we have this conception of Marilyn Monroe that she's like a dumb broad or whatever. She's like a the quintessential dumb blonde who was an idiot but hot.
Right.
And no, that's
not.
not. And if you think about it, of course that's not true. She fucked the president.
That's smart. That's smart. If you're gonna fuck somebody, you fuck the president.
I'm sorry. Damn it. That just like skewered my whole point. Fuck. Damn it. No, but like
I'm not even kidding.
I know. She crafted a career for herself as a woman in the 50s that got her so rich and famous she was in position to fuck the president.
Right.
You of course are smart.
And and of the presidents to fuck, good
shit.
going.
That guy's hot.
Yeah.
He's not one of those fucking uggos.
And
it's not like she fucked LBJ.
Right. And she didn't wait till he was old. She fucked him at the right time.
Right.
Pretty cool.
She fucked him any later, he would have been dead. That would have sucked.
That was smart.
Dude.
She was like, I got to get this in.
All kinds of people fucked him after he died, and those people are gross. You know what I mean? Man, you're fucking JFK in the 70s. That's crazy, dude. Yeah.
Well, some people think he's still alive.
Right, and those people are fucking stupid.
They are wrong.
Yeah.
He got shot in the head. In the head.
In the head.
Yeah.
Whether
I've seen a video of it.
What's that?
I've seen a video of it.
Yeah, me too, man.
Isn't it weird that we all have seen that video? Like, why? Like, I remember seeing it the second YouTube came out.
Right.
I think it was like the third video I watched.
Look it up. Google it. Yeah.
Right. I was like, I'm going to watch Jerry Seinfeld on Tonight Show. I'm going to watch JFK get murdered.
Yeah, totally.
And then I'm going to watch the evolution of dance. Because this is a good website.
All right, we've seen those three. Now search for tits.
Hey, tits. Charlie bit my finger.
Yeah, totally.
What else? 9/11. I'll watch that again.
What's this dancing baby animation I've heard so much about?
I'll watch that banana dance around a little peanut butter jelly time.
Yeah. Wait, who's Zay Frank? That's a little joke for all you old internet fans.
Hey, everybody loves old internet.
You know Zay Frank?
No.
Inventor of the meme.
What?
Not really. I mean, sort of.
Okay.
He sent a animated GIF in an email to a friend, and it made them laugh. And then they shared it, and they like forwarded it, and it became the first like viral thing. I forget.
Oh.
But it like he became like a famous fucking internet guy who like had a startup and shit. Just from being the first guy to send a funny email. Sent the first funny email in history.
Wow.
Can you believe it? It's so insane that that's a thing.
It's so funny to me that the email logo is still an envelope. Like someone sent you an envelope and it's just got a rabbit dancing around. You're like, what?
Totally.
Envelope.
Just to keep that alive, though, every time I open Gmail, I say out loud, I've got mail. Man, my girlfriend hates it.
Girlfriends.
Thank you so much for watching us on YouTube if you're watching, for listening to us if you're listening to us.
Hell yeah.
Tell your friends about the show. We were noticing we've got some new listeners in the new year and over the holidays, and that's fucking exciting. Keep sharing, rate us and review us on iTunes. We're trying to get the word out. We have fun. I know that you do, and so any getting the word out helps.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't want to do that, that's also fine.
Yeah, but there's got to be somebody who, maybe somebody you haven't talked to
Tell your dad.
since high school or college, or maybe there's a friend who you were trying to reconnect with. This would be a good excuse
if you're doing your steps and
to
you
get that going.
Yeah, if you get to the steps where you got to apologize to everybody.
Yes.
Tell them about this podcast.
Right.
Our
Let's
website.
say there's someone you want to flirt with, and you go, "Hey, it seems I bet you'd like this podcast." And then even if they hate it, now you're talking.
Now you're talking.
And
then you can be like, "Yeah, I fucking hate it too.
Yeah.
Those guys suck ass."
But we still get numbers, so please share it around.
Our website is whatsitcalled.rodeo. If you want to find any of the other stuff from us, we have an Instagram and a Twitter. We're at whatsitpod on Instagram and Twitter. Follow us there. On Twitter, we announce every week, or we also bank episodes some months, like over the holidays. So whenever we're renaming something, we announce it on Twitter, and you can jump in and suggest names, and we read our favorites on the show, like we're going to do in a little while. Also, our Twitch. Follow us on Twitch. And we have a fucking Discord. And we have a bunch of new members of the Discord. I've been in there. It's so fun, man. Discord, if you're unaware, it's like I don't even know how to describe it. You create a server, and it's a little community. It came out of the gaming world, and we are clearly not that. But even I'm saying this because before I was told about it, I was completely unaware.
Right.
And I'm like, I've never heard of that. I'm not going to do it. But it's our own little community centered around what's it called. But people talk about fucking everything in there.
Right.
And people have started recently, some of the people in the Discord have been like, I'm starting a podcast, suggest names for it. And like tons of people will suggest names. It's been fun.
I love it. It's like if Twitter didn't have assholes on it. It was all about one thing.
Right.
I love it. Discord's the shit.
Yeah, it's great. And also, if you want more episodes from us, patreon.com/what's it called. We have some new Patreon members in the past month.
Hell yeah.
And everybody who signs up for our Patreon gets a shout out on the show. Shout out to Alonzo.
Alonzo.
Welcome. Thank you so much,
Hell yeah,
Alonzo.
Alonzo.
Shout out to Ella Carlson.
Ella Carlson.
Yes. Welcome to the
Very
Patreon.
classy.
Shout out to James Malone. Welcome
James
to the
Malone.
Patreon, James.
That's a detective-ass name.
And shout out to Nick Page, who also is in the Discord. I talked to a little bit.
Hell yeah, Nick.
We were talking on the Patreon, and they said they joined the Patreon, and literally said, I hope it's all right that I signed up for $6.66 a month.
Oh, it's all right.
And I forget who said it. And then they said, hey, part of believing in God is believing in the devil. Which is like...
That is true.
Well, yeah, so funny.
That is true.
Thank you all so much for joining. We have bonus episodes up there every week. And now...
And it's like better than Netflix. You join our Patreon, you're going to love it.
Yeah, dude. Netflix sucks, and our Patreon is good. And
It's better than anything. It's better than Squid Game. It's better than what's that other show? What's another TV show
on Netflix? What do they got? The Witcher.
Yeah, it's better than The Witcher.
Dude, I couldn't make it through half an episode of The Witcher.
I don't know, that hair. I don't believe that hair.
No
way.
It's based on a video game that's very popular. But it's fucked up because I like witch bullshit and I like fantasy crap. So I was like, damn, this was made for me. Guy's got gray hair. Let's fucking do this.
Yeah, but it needs to be recommended by everyone I know for me to watch it. If everyone I know doesn't say to watch it, I will not do it.
That's a really good point. And that's why we ask you to spread the word about this podcast.
Bother people. Bother them. Send it to their Gmail, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Write them a letter. Tell them about the podcast.
This week we are renaming both of our favorite restaurant in the world, Olive Garden.
I'm not even fucking around. I went a couple weeks ago, bottomless breadsticks, bottomless soup, bottomless salad. I had 3 salads. I had 5 bowls of soup.
Yeah, dude.
I had probably 3 breadsticks. I wanted every soup they had. And boy, I just warmed my belly up.
And then the next 2 days, you shit.
And I shit for the rest of the year.
Until I went to Olive Garden again.
That's what I was doing during the countdown.
Olive Garden. When you're not here, you're shitting. When you're here, you're family. But when you're not here, you're shitting.
I had to shit in the middle of the meal. I had 2 bowls of soup. I went and took a shit.
Wow,
I
dude.
went back to the table.
It's weird how soup, when you shit it, it's hard. You know? Yeah. It's like, it was soup, but now it's a turd.
And
That's weird. You know?
It is weird. I didn't know what was happening. I love it, though. I love their dips, and I love all their food. And
I heard that they got rid of the bottomless pasta is the one thing.
Yeah, I didn't have it when I was there. It was just soup and salad and breadsticks.
Bottomless soup, salad, and breadsticks.
Bottomless pasta is insane.
Totally.
How much pasta?
Right.
You're going to eat 5 bowls of pasta?
Man.
What are you doing?
Yeah, totally.
There should be a limit to pasta.
I got an idea for a restaurant I've always wanted to open. It's called Bottomless Meatloaf. And what it is just a big room with a hole in the middle, and you can't see the bottom of the hole. But, man, there's a lot of meatloaf in there. And everybody just grabs it.
Why are people putting ketchup on the meatloaf and then baking it?
I don't know.
What are they doing
dude.
that for?
I don't know.
I don't like
People are
that.
fucking psychotic.
I don't know. Stop with that.
Yeah, totally.
Don't cook condiments.
Yes.
I don't care for that.
Ugh.
Cooked ketchup?
Stop liking stupid stuff.
Yeah, I'm tired of it. So Olive Garden is let me tell you something. I love that place. I know people make fun of it. I don't think it's Italian food. I know where I am.
We were talking about this off
I'm
mic,
next
though.
to Jiffy Lube eating food. I know where I'm at.
Yeah,
I know it's not Italy.
How, like, I was saying, at least, it's there. There's something specifically about these chain restaurants that are not fast food, that are sit down, that we all know they're corny. We all know they're like canned, they're packaged. The food is the same everywhere. It's mailed around the country. But there's something about it that's really comforting. It's like Americana, right? It's like we all grew up with it. I know it's not as good as a non-that restaurant. And a lot of the time, I will say I don't love the food. Half the time, I do love the food. I'm not trying to be a dick. But even when I don't love the food, there's something about it that's just comforting. Going to a place that has like that neon sign and those like booths the booths are the same everywhere.
Yeah, the menu is tall. It's like 2 feet long.
The menu is exactly.
Big, tall menu you can hide behind.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very clean.
Yep. Bright.
Bright in there. It's like, why is that, by the way? Why is a chain store the only place where like they are always clean, where the owners make it clean? You know what I mean? It's like there isn't a shitty Applebee's. Like there are, in the sense that, like, I'm sure.
Well, there's not one that's much worse than the
Exactly.
others.
They all have to be like
the same.
that thing.
Because that's what people are paying for. I want this to be the same.
Exactly.
It's the hotel of food. It's clean, and here it is.
And I guess it's because there's like a corporate office that owns the franchise that is like, we'll fucking close you if you don't clean it. But it's just sort of funny that standard doesn't just exist across the board. Right. You know what I mean?
Clean stuff. Everybody, clean your restaurant.
Please, God.
What do we? Come on. Oh, every time? Yes. I'm about to eat. Like, oh, I gotta wipe up. Gotta wipe up the floor. It's got butter and glass on the floor. That's bad. Yeah. Wipe up the butter and glass before I start eeating.
Oh man, it's so funny. But then also, it's cleanliness to sort of like a bad point in some ways. Because there's also places that are like a lot of restaurants that are clean, like they're all cleaned up, but there's like the walls are a little fucked up, or like the floors are fucked up. Never at an Applebee's.
No.
Like you're never at an Applebee's where the wall is chipped. And
No, it's always the
I don't hate a restaurant that has that, but it's just interesting how like pristine it's got to look. And then they're like, but the food is made of dust.
Well, I think they also exist primarily to resolve disputes. Like, let's get there. Okay? We're done picking.
Oh, sure.
You know?
Right. We all know it's going to be basically good.
And everybody's like, yeah, whatever. Fine.
Yeah.
No one's ever pumped, but it's always like, hey, all right.
Yeah. Right.
If you suggest it tonight, let's go to Olive Garden.
I don't know, but I don't know. I keep going back and forth. I guess here's what's happening in my brain right now. I don't want to be a guy that likes Outback Steakhouse more than a mom and pop restaurant that you poured your blood, sweat, and tears into. And in essence, that's what I love, a small business that's your heart and soul. And I know that there are so many of those that are special, that have like something different, and I want that. And I don't want Outback more, but if I think about who I am and where I've come to in life, it might just actually be that my favorite place to be is an Outback Steakhouse.
And it's mine. And they came to this country with a dream.
Yeah, they did.
And they made it work.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah, with nothing but a wallaby in their knapsack.
And it's no one on earth's favorite food.
Right.
They're like, hey, let's go to America and sell them, Australian cookout.
Right.
And you're like, what?
Dude, that was
no
really
one's
funny.
favorite, but everybody goes.
It is. I think what happens is that we want, like, people who are creating products, people who are trying to sell whatever, they want to have something new.
Mm-hmm.
And then every now and then, every like 5 or 10 years, there's a thing that's always existed but was never frilly, was never interesting to anyone, that some advertiser or some entrepreneur realizes, like, we can just say this is cool and everyone will believe us. And they're never wrong.
No.
Because Outback showed up right around when Foster's beer did. And I just remember Australian for beer. And I remember being a kid and being like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I want a huge beer that used to be in a fucking covered in kangaroo amniotic fluid or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they are so big.
It was also Crocodile Dundee was happening around then. It's just like, why? Who cares? Who cares that they're from Australia?
I can't believe Crocodile Dundee happened.
I know.
I got a big knife. Like, why did we all go watch that?
Yeah, totally.
I'm a guy with a knife.
I'm a
It
knife.
was the #1 movie for like 18
Yeah,
weeks.
I'm in New York City, but I won't take off my vest.
And it's like, was it funny? No. Is it dramatic? No.
Was
It's
it
just,
trying to be funny?
As a guy, he just kind of walks around. He's Australian. And
He's Australian at us.
And
yeah.
that sounds fine. Yeah, we're going to make 8 sequels too. It's going to go great. No, I don't know who that's for.
Oh, man.
Why is it
I think it's going to start happening with things you never would. Like, I'm going to call it right now. In our lifetime, someone is going to romanticize being from Pittsburgh.
Oh, no.
And it's just going to be like, there's going to be Wawas all over the place. And everyone's going to like hit their kids. And
it does seem
just
like
a little
that's
dig on
kind of
Pittsburgh.
ending. Like everyone
God.
from our age got spanked. Like
Yeah,
almost,
yeah.
I do it all the time. I in front of crowds. I'm like, who got? And everyone always claps. I'm like, who was spanked?
yeah.
But no one's doing it now. No one's doing it. And I'm like, I'm interested to see what a whole generation that just grows up happy
Totally.
and not in fear. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens. I hope it's good.
Me too.
Yeah, it seems good to not hit everybody.
It's definitely good to not hit everybody.
Right.
There might be that you need to still be stern with people.
Yeah.
You know, maybe what you're saying is maybe it would end up being bad for the world. And I think the way it might end up being bad for the world if no one ever tells anyone what's right and wrong. But you can certainly do that without smacking them in the face or hitting them with a stick or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Cutting a switch. Did you ever have to go cut a switch?
Nah. I
That
never
was
had
a weird mind game. You had to go cut
your own tool.
your own,
God damn, fuck that.
which is weird. I don't even remember I don't even know where they
That's so
grew.
crazy.
But I remember there were switches. They would go get a switch. And
Yeah.
there was I don't know
Ugh.
where it was, but
This is
a
terrible.
wooded area. And I would go find a.
Jesus Christ.
And I remember hearing a lot of kids say that. They're like, I had to go get my own switch too. And I'm like, where do they grow? I don't even
It's
know
just
what
like
they're
a
talking
twig,
about.
right? It's like is this you? Did this happen to you? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
See, I never
Oh,
had violence as a punishment.
Right.
I never had like you've done this thing wrong and so we hit you now, which I wonder if it even would have been better. It's probably just all bad. But
Yeah, I don't like getting hit.
my abuse was my father has an anger problem, and every now and then he would just explode with rage so much that it would turn into violence.
Right.
So it wasn't like hitting me; it was like grabbing me and throwing me across a whole room,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So he couldn't be like, go to the woods and get a whole room and bring it.
Find a room to get thrown across. You're like, how about the kitchen? Nah, that's funny. That's really funny. Well, see, here's what's really weird is my parents just read the Bible and it said hit your kids. So with very cold,
God.
dead, not even anger in their eyes, they're just like, it's time to hit the kids. And they're like, all right. And I'll be like, that's so creepy.
Yeah,
Violence completely divorced from anger or
it's
a
what you
temper,
do.
But it's just like, well, it's time for a beating. And you'd be like, oh, shit. All right.
Yeah.
I'm like, ah,
Well, you got an A-, so I have to hit you with a twig you found. It's just so stupid. Oh my God, buddy. I've never said this before on the show at all, but I think we got to wrap it up. I think
Yeah.
we've been recording for like 5 hours. Man.
Yeah, it's been about 3.5 days of recording.
But we got to say our names, so we should
Oh,
get to it.
let's
is
go.
my point. Also, we got to read everyone else's names.
That's true. Let's
And
go, baby.
look, I'm not worried about it. We clearly have missed the show,
Yeah.
and so we're just having a good time. But I'm just saying we should get on it.
All right, I'm gonna rattle it off.
Don't rush, though. You don't need to rush. I'm just saying we should
how
get
about
to
this? Olive Garden names. How about lettuce and bread?
it. Yep.
All right, it's time to eat, and I hate my family.
Yeah, nice.
All right, bottomless shitting.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Come on in, it's bad.
Now that's so fun. I'm picturing like in a sort of like paintbrush font. It says, "It's bad!" Exclamation point. Yeah.
Come on in. It's bad.
Come on in like big block letters, and then it's bad.
All right. TJ Maxx for your mouth.
Yes.
After this, we're watching Yellowstone.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yellowstone the food.
Dad picked, and I think he's mad.
Dude, what's that about? That was another thing about our parents' generation where we would like go out and then they would just be mad.
Yeah,
And it's like, why'd we go out?
I don't know.
We could have just stayed home and that would have been fine.
Right.
And then you could be pissed. But you like have to. These people that just don't process their emotions.
No.
That's the main thing the Bible never said. The Bible never said process your feelings.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he only lived to be like 29 back then.
Yeah.
He didn't have time.
Totally.
You
He's just
gotta have-
like
you gotta have
Jesus, just
13
like
kids.
listening to Post Malone and jerking off all the fucking time. You're like, never figured out you got to go to therapy and learn how to manage conflict.
It is funny because he came out as like, I'm God's son when he was like 30. Which that would be like if he did it now and he was like 70.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
that's a long way in.
Yeah, totally.
Ranch and mayonnaise.
Yes. Which is what you could call us.
Wonder what's it called? I'm ranch and I'm mayonnaise. All right. And I think I got, park here and eat.
Yes.
And TGI Mondays. Leftovers, but new.
Wow.
And then the last one I have is not Carrabba's.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Oh, wait, no. And we'll go to Longhorn next time. Because that's what my dad would always say. Because I wanted to go to Longhorn.
You'd say that at Olive Garden? That's so funny, dude. You're sitting in a Subaru and you're like, I wish I had a Kia.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit? What are you talking about?
Yeah. I wanted to eat the house salad at Longhorn.
You're doing push-ups and you're like, oh, I wish I were doing my taxes. Wow. All right, here we go. Dude, I got way too many. I don't know why I made this many. Here we go. Tony Soprano's I Love This Bar and Grill. FBI Fridays. Chipotle. Spaghetti McDonald's. The Booth Fairy. Ragu Tuesday. Huge Old Hooters.
Oh, I love huge old Hooters.
Old Menihana. PF Cuomo's.
Oh, man.
I know, that one I really like.
That's so good.
Loser de Beppo. Out Front Steakhouse.
Oh, man.
Everywhere Pizza Kitchen. And the next three just all work, and I don't have to change them at all. Godfather's Pizza. Noodles and Company. Pizza Hut. Big Caesars. All right. And the last 8 are just kind of for fun. Here we go. Ravioli Salami Gangsters. Mortadella Marinara Provolone Prosciutto Breadstick. Gaining weight. Big Mama Tomato Sauce. Sit down and eat it. Garlic up your ass. Bottomless Tears. Carb up. You're going to die. And finally, eat more, you fucking piece of shit.
Oh, man. That was you put some elbow grease into that. That
Thanks,
was great.
buddy. Thanks, buddy.
I don't know. I think, what was the Cuomo one? That one was...
PF Cuomo.
PF Cuomo's
I know,
is
when I thought
so
of that,
funny. That's so good. That's the winner, I think.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
We should. I don't know. I feel like our listeners are going to have a lot of good ones.
Oh, man. I got so many notifications. I really feel like people were pent up.
First one I saw at Boogeyman Weather, a repeat offender, writes in a lot. This one's so good. Outback was crowded. It's great.
Oh, man. I really like from Seth Mills said bad fellas.
Yes. Oh, my God. That's great.
Oh, man.
At Clint Nelson 2X. Aunt Linda is in town again. God damn.
Oh, Brandon DePaolo said, when you're here, you're divorced.
At _ Jenny Jennings, who I don't know who the fuck that is.
I don't know who she is.
Never heard of that. She said, we're not in Italy anymore. That's great, dude. Fuck.
That's my girlfriend.
At Tay Snorker, Devin, who writes in a lot, I'm thinking Carbies. Beige, but without colors. Whoa. Damn. That's so funny and such a great joke for basically all Americana. Our whole thing as a country is like, yeah, make it stale. Stale and bland. Stale, bland, normal, off-white, and inoffensive.
Oh, man. Tabularis AE said, very little Italy.
Oh, my God. This one's great. At Loki Hates You, microwaveissimo. That's... Oh, man. That's so good.
Oh, man. At John Eats Dog said, Vin Diesel's I love this family. I love that so much.
Oh, my God. This one's great, dude. At Reagan's Corpse, Super Mario Brothers.
So good.
Man. John Ozalay, good friend of the show. Perhaps might maybe soon have a podcast with our own Caleb Sinan. He said, TGI, forget about it.
Oh, man.
Man, actually, can I ask y'all a favor in the future? We retweet our favorite of the week, the Ricky shit, we call it, the winner. And some of you tweet at us lists. And honestly, I don't want you to go way out of your way and do a lot of work. So if you got a ton of them, just tweet them all at us in a list if you want. But sometimes we want to retweet the winner, and it's in the middle of your list, and it's hard to do that. So if you could individually tweet them at us, do that. Or if you just like, there's one of your list that you think is like, this is my one, do that. That'd just be great.
Hell yeah.
Because even if we like your whole list, it's hard to know which one of them is the winner. I'm just saying.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fucking pick it up.
Come
pick
on,
it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you even want to win?
I hate that I'm asking you for anything at all. But I said it specifically because Tim Allen Noise at D-Beat Bucket Hat has this list with a ton of good ones in them. The toilet. $30 gift card. This is maybe the winner of the week. Fox News presents Italy. I mean, that's like one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Man.
I think it's got to be
many
that.
good ones.
The best ever Italian restaurant in Cocker City, Kansas.
Oh, my God. Oh, Thomas Wood said Ohio's.
Oh my God. Dude, this is another one from that D-Beat Bucket Hat. Well, wait, where is it? Reverse workout.
Oh, that's
Reverse workout. Oh my God,
this is
that's
a
funny.
tough week. Everybody's doing great.
No shit, dude. Boombox Brian's got a great list.
Oh man, I do love Darth Plato. When you're here, you're at Olive Garden.
Oh man.
That's great.
I can order Mountain Dew here? Question mark.
Who said that?
At Boombox Brian.
That's great.
It also said, dude, where's my salad? And what I like about that is I imagine saying that to the server. Dude, where's my salad?
Dude, where is my salad? It is free. It should be free.
Margaritaville.
There's just so many. I don't know who do we who wins.
I mean,
everybody's
Fox News presents Italy.
Yeah, that's probably it.
The thing is that
that's so good.
Oh man. I feel like I haven't even gotten through the whole list. At Max Beasley, who's a buddy and such a funny comic. His was all of us farting. Which rhymes.
Oh,
At
man.
Modern Wood, Thomas Wood, great director. I love Thomas. He said Ohio's.
Oh, it's so perfect.
It's so perfect.
Ohio's.
All right. I'm going to go down here.
I don't know. I mean, there's so many.
There's only one that Twitter hid. Like all the ones that have curse words and shit, they'll hide. There's only one, and it's from @BoogeymanWeather also, and it says, "Hope your prom has bathrooms."
What's so bad about that?
I don't know. Oh man,
Prom?
At Coda Otan, Oily Shits, the restaurant.
Oily shits. Whoa, that's true.
And the last one I'll say, from at Winslow Dumaine. The only place Grandma trusts anymore.
Okay, this is the last one I'll say. Kid Obsidian said, "When the moon hits your eye like a big piece of shit."
Oh, fuck. I mean, that kind of shit's always going to get me. I mean, shit. No, I have to read this one at carbon_cesspool. Oh, my God. The pasta with two backs. Unlimited disappointment.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. I mean, I think it's got to be Fox News Presents Italy. I mean, that's just...
Good
that's
shit.
Yeah, good on all
Good
fronts.
going, Tim Allen Noyes.
Tim Allen Noyes, thank you so much. But there are so many that were close. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's damn.
Woo!
What a day.
Y'all, thank you so much for listening to What's It Called, for watching on our YouTube. And hey, we have over 100 YouTube subscribers now.
Yes, look at us.
And so it's youtube.com/What's It Called podcast. Or is it What's It Called pod? Shit. Oh, damn. I gotta...
it's hard to know stuff, but it's... I think the YouTube's going to be... I think it's going to be number one YouTube in the world.
YouTube.com/What's It Called podcast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Check it out. Tell your friends and watch it when you're at work and you don't want to do your work.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
100. 200 by the end of January.
Yeah,
okay?
let's get it up to 200. Tell 93 friends.
Again, thank y'all. We love you so
yeah.
much. This is the fucking shit. And
Hell
yeah, we'll see you January 25th.
Don't forget.
7 p.m. Pacific on our Twitch.
Judge Dredd, baby.
Caleb, you got touring you want to
Yeah. Holler at your boy. You know, I'm out here on the road. I'm a little piece of shit. And yeah, check me out. I'll be at the Comedy Fort in Fort College, February 3rd through the 5th. I'll be at Go Bananas in Cincinnati, February 17th through the 20th. And I'll be at the Comedy Loft in Washington, D.C. on February 25th and 26th. So come see your boy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
I have no dates. I was going to be doing the Comedy Fort, and it was right in the middle of Omicron, and everyone around me and in my life was getting COVID, and some of them were having trouble shaking it, and I was traveling a lot.
Yeah.
So it felt like I needed to cancel that, which really sucked because I was excited to go there. I love that town. I love that area. I love that place. I love David Rodriguez who runs it. So I will be back there at some point, but also I am kind of not really touring.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I did it a lot. I'm kind of not feeling like touring much. So I'm going to be like in New York and LA mostly and popping around some and doing short sets. And then I honestly think that the next time I do a big tour will be whenever we tour this.
Hell
which
yeah.
I do want to do.
That's coming up. So that's why you got to tell your friends. We got a tour coming up.
Yeah.
At sometime.
Yeah. I mean, you know, in a bit.
In a bit, yeah. In about 3 years.
No, fuck that. In
Yeah.
a year.
1 year.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Hell yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
What's it called? What's it